This is Change Your Mindset Podcast, the podcast that helps change your life by helping change the mindset of the 99% into the 1% mindset. Here's your host, Adrian Gomez.
Welcome back to another podcast episode of Change Your Mindset. I'm your host, Adrian Gomez. On all of these podcast episodes, I talk about be the best version of yourself, which requires physically, mentally, and financially. And I want people to be great. And a lot of people, unfortunately, settle for average. No one wants to be great. No one wants to put in the work. No one wants to suffer. No one wants to go through the hardships. No one wants to do anything anymore. People settle for average, and they complain and whine and be a victim while they're in their situation they are in. Nobody ever wants to self-improve anymore. And I see it a lot everywhere. Whether it's in gym, in life, people just go through the motions. People never push themselves. People never try to get better. Yeah, they might show up, whether it's a job or the gym, but they go through the motions, get through it, do it the next day. And they never self-improve. And same thing with people with jobs. You have a job, Monday through Friday you work, have weekends off, you do it all over again for the rest of your life. You never self-improve. And I'm going to give you this analogy I heard. It is a great analogy, probably for the younger demographic. It involves video games. When I was younger, I loved video games. Video games are fun, but they take a lot of time out of your day. And it's very time wasting, obviously. I don't play video games anymore, but I loved video games when I was younger. So, for the majority of people that do play video games, for the younger demographic, or maybe you still play video games today, when you play a game, whether it's a single player, and you go through the story mode, or say if you're playing a sports game, you start from the bottom, and obviously you self-improve little by little. For example, let's say you're playing like a war game. You start with cheapy weapons and cheapy armor, and as time goes by, you get better and better. So you get better weapons, you get better armor, and say you get better equipment overall. And say for sports games, obviously you start from the bottom, you're not that good, you're very maybe slow, you're not strong, and over time, you improve. You get better, you get stronger, you get faster, and overall, your performance gets better. And same thing in games where it has real life scenarios, like for Grand Theft Auto. At the beginning, you start from nobody. You don't have money, you have no exotic cars, you start from the bottom. And as the story mode progresses, you start getting well known, you start making money, you start improving, whether it's your house, your cars, stuff like that. Over time, you start getting better and better. You start being great. And in all these games, they have the same concept. You start from the bottom, you start from nothing, and as you play through the story, you become great. We can do this in video games. Something that's not real. But we can do this in real life. Why is that? Because in video games it's easier. You get to sit down and you don't have to move. You don't have to put in hard work. You just move your fingers a bit and you can get better. You really don't have to do any type of physical activity. But in real life, it's nothing like that. It's way harder. You got physically move a lot of mental hardships you have to go through. It's not easy to be great. And like I said, no one wants to put in the hard work because people become lazy. The newer generations complain and whine and play victim. No one wants to put in hard work. I'm telling you, in this country, if you live in America, if you put in hard work, you will be rewarded. You can be anything you want in this country. You just have to put in the work. But no one has a work ethic anymore. No one wants to be great. People just go through the motions. And I'll give you another analogy that goes great with video games. So in some video games there are NPCs, non-playable characters. Obviously you interact with them. You can't be them. And those non-playable characters just go out throughout the day, do what they do. They wander, walk around, etc. While you play the main character and you get better over time and become great, those non-playable characters never change. They're exactly in the same place, doing the exact same things. And the funny thing is, you can be in the main character. You can go through your life, be great, put in the work, and everyone else in the world is a non-playable character. Look around. You just go outside. Everyone's NPC. None of those people are trying to get better. People just go throughout life, living day to day, never trying to get better, never trying to self-improve. It's the same exact thing as a non-playable character. But the decision is up to you. Do you want to be the main character? Do you want to get better and improve over time and be great? Or do you want to be like everybody else, a non-playable character, going through the same routine every single day, never getting any better, never improving, and hating your life? That's up to you. Which route you want to take is up to you. But the majority of people are non-playable characters. And those are the people stuck in the rat race, hating their lives, being depressed, and obviously not financially educated. And when I was younger, I was an NPC. I was like everybody else, doing what everybody else did. I had a job, went work Monday through Friday, had a weekends off, go party, go waste my money, waste my life, and do the same thing over again. But eventually, as I use this analogy, I became the main character. I wanted to be great. I wanted to self-improve every single day. I didn't want to be average. I was tired of being like everybody else. I hated it. Life sucked. It was depressing. And like I said, you have to change your mindset. You gotta stop doing what everyone else does. It keeps you in that same system. And I talked about this before in a previous podcast. We have one life. Don't waste it. But majority of people waste their life being an NPC. Do the same thing over and over. They never self-improve. They never get better. They never leave a legacy behind. Answer yourself this. Do you believe you were put on this planet to have a job, to work your whole life, and then retire once you're old, and then die? Do you really think you were put on this planet just for that reason? Ask yourself that. In my opinion, that's a waste of a life. Like I said before, you can be great. You can be whatever you want. Be the best version of yourself. You only have one life. You weren't put on this planet just to be like everybody else. And it amazes me that people are okay with being average. People are okay having a job, going through the motions of life, and then that's it. You're on your deathbed, and you're dead. And while you're on your deathbed, I always say this. Will you reflect and say, man, I did everything I can in my life to be great? Or will you say, I wish I could have done this. I should have done this, but you never did. That's something you got to think about. Because you can't go back. We don't get time back. That's one of the only things in life we do not get back. You can get money back. You can get materialistic things back. But once that time goes by, whatever you did with that time is up to you. Did you waste that time? Or did you actually use that time to self-improve and get better? It's not easy, and it never will be easy. Nothing in life that's great comes easy. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of consistency. You think people that are physically fit in the gym, that have abs, that aren't shredded, you think it took them a couple weeks, a couple days, a couple months to get that physique? No. It takes years. It takes discipline, consistency. It takes a lot of hard work. But at the end, after all the hard work, you see and get rewarded. The same thing with being wealthy. You start from the bottom. It takes time to grow wealth. You have to put in the hard work, put in the time. You got to be patient. And over time, you will be successful. Like I said, it's not easy. And that's the majority of why a lot of people don't want to do it, because it's not easy. It's not quick and instant gratification like most people want nowadays. And the people that want quick, instant gratification, those are the people that get scammed the most. For the reason is, say people want to lose weight. What do people sell them? Here, take this fat burner. Here, take this meal plan. Here, eat this. People make money off of people who are lazy, who don't want to put in the work, and who want instant gratification. Same thing with wealth and money. How do people get scammed? Like I said before, lottery tickets, casino, or these courses that people promise you, make this much in a couple of thousand in a day, make 10, 20,000 in a month. something crazy, some ridiculous amount. It sounds great because people want money quick. They don't want to put in the hard work. And those people get scammed the most. And these salespeople know that is where the money's at because people are lazy and people want things now. And that's a very hot market to be in. Trust me, I know. I've studied these companies and they make crazy amount of money on people that want instant gratification, that don't want to put in the work. There's a lot of money to be made with people like this. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. People get taken advantage because they don't want to put in the work. People rather be average and normal and try to find a secret way to either be fit or get a lot of money. But those people will never be great. Those people will always be, like I said before, non-playable characters. Going through life, never self-improving, being a nobody. And in my opinion, that's one sad life. That's one waste of a life. Because we do not get two lives. You only get one life. What you do with this life is up to you. Like I say, you could be a main character, self-improve, be great, and have a great life. Or you could be like everybody else. Brainwashed, having a job, doing the same thing over and over, blowing your money, being stuck in the rat race, being miserable, being depressed. That decision is up to you. And that's why I started these podcasts. I want people to be the best version of themselves. That's why I push that so much, because I want people to be great. I want people to be physically fit because it helps you mentally. I want people to be financially set for life because it helps you mentally as well. All these factors I talk about is to help people self-improve, because too many people waste their life. I see it all the time. And that's a huge factor we're having right now with mental health and obviously men taking their own lives. And it's a problem we have right now in society, that people just don't understand that you're just going through life, have no goal, never trying to self-improve. You're just going through the motions, wasting your time. Because this life goes by fast. Time goes by so fast, it's crazy. And if you're doing nothing with your life, you will reflect and say, man, I wasted all this time doing nothing. I could have been more productive. I could have done more. Or you can be on the other side. You could have put in the work, self-improve every day, be great. And when you reflect on all the times that passed by, you're like, man, I put in that work and now I'm getting rewarded for it. So which side will you be on? Like I always say, it's up to you. But like I said, I want people to be great. I want a better society, because society is really messed up right now. We have too many people that are really brainwashed into this system. Everyone's okay being average. Everyone's okay being an NPC. Everything around you keeps you distracted from being great. Keeps you distracted from reaching your goals to self-improving. Because you're always spending money. You're always going out. You're always wasting time. You're not doing anything to self-improve. Everything outside is a distraction from you being great. Those are all obstacles you have to get through. Majority of people never get through them. People stay in that distraction. And that's why so many people blow their money on all these distractions, whether it's going out, buying things, or events, or going to restaurants when you can just make food at home and save good amount of money. But no, people are distracted and give away their money instead of use that money to invest, help them get out the rat race, create investments that make them money. But no, everyone's distracted and everyone wants to live a life they can't afford. My dad told me this a couple of months ago. He said, this life is like a game. Everywhere you go, they want to take your money. And your job is to say no, to not give them your money. It's for you to keep your money. Anywhere you go, he said, that is your job. That's what he told me. And I 100% agree with it. Because everywhere you go, people want to take your money. You want to spend. While you make someone else wealthier, you keep losing money. He's right, it's a game. People just want to take your money. But you got to stop letting that happen. Like you said, that's your job. If you get anything from this podcast, my message would be great. Life isn't easy. Self-improve every single day. I get it. It's not easy. I wish it was easy, but it's not. It's hard work. Takes sacrifice. Takes discipline. And it takes consistency. But I promise you, it will be worth it at the end. It always pays off. Hard work always pays off. Don't be like everybody else. Don't go through the motions of life. Don't be a nobody. Be a somebody. Be the best version of yourself. Be great. Because you only have one chance at this. Because we only get this one life. So why not be great in this one life? Instead of being average and normal like everybody else. Why not be great? Why not you? I hope that message sinks into you and you actually start trying to better your life, because too many people are just NPCs, like I said. They're doing nothing with their lives. They never self-improve. And it's a waste of your life. Your life goes by too damn fast to do nothing about it and not to be great. But at the end of the day, it's always up to you. It's your decision, your life. Whether you want to or not, it's up to you. That's going to be it for this podcast episode. I appreciate you guys listening to it, taking time out of your day. As always, I appreciate you guys. And thank you to Patreon member Blade262 for supporting the podcast. I appreciate you. If you want to be a Patreon member, the link is in the description below. If you comment, if you like these podcasts, it does help. And please, obviously, share with other people and subscribe on whichever platform you listen to. I appreciate you guys, as always. I wish you the best. And go out there and be great. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Change Your Mindset podcast. Be sure to tune in every week for a new episode. As always, change your mindset to change your life.